Hi, this is Max Williams with United Real Estate, and today I'm in South Richmond. Today we're going to take a look at a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. This is a pretty unique property for a number of reasons. Number one is today's construction day. And right here in front of the home, we've got a brand new sidewalk that's in the process of being installed. They decided to do that as soon as I decided I was going to do my video, but that's okay. We're not going to let that stop us. A number of things on this property that I wanted to point out that are pretty interesting. Some things that we see from time to time on bank and government-owned homes. I do not represent the seller, and I can speak pretty freely here about the condition of the property and my opinions. Whenever I see that insulation, it's an immediate telltale sign that we've got an issue. That is part of what we call line set, and it goes from underneath the crawl space, which is where the inside unit is, to this outside unit. The particular pipe that I'm most concerned about is this one right here. This copper tube is missing. And a lot of people would say, oh, no big deal. We just simply replace the copper tube and we're back in business. Well, not so fast. That copper tube, while it isn't overly expensive, the refrigerant that goes into that system is incredibly expensive. They stopped selling that refrigerant a number of years ago, and the price has skyrocketed. It's virtually worth more than gold from a price standpoint. Very, very expensive to recharge that unit, and so that's just something to be aware of as a potential buyer. You would not think that was an issue unless you really understood how those systems work and the costs associated with them. This property is probably priced much higher than it should be. We've got a number of issues here. This is definitely a rehab property. We've got evidence there of a water leak. We've got pretty substantial issues with a lot of the cosmetic components here of the house. There's quite a bit that needs to be done. The previous occupants were pretty tough on this home. We do have the benefit, though, of having a nice modern floor plan. This home was built about in 2006, believe it or not. Okay, let's pop out back and see what we've got back here in the backyard. One good thing about bank and government-owned homes is they must sell. They don't have a choice in the matter. They will sell eventually at whatever price the market is willing to bear. So this home may potentially be a good deal for an investor, somebody that will buy and then resell after the rehab, or rent the property out for rental income. We've got a nice modern floor plan. I wanted to talk a little bit today about grants. I'm getting a lot of inquiries about grant money. Grant money is a beautiful thing. There is nothing more powerful than the word free. And grant money is basically free money for those that qualify. It's available in all parts of Metro Richmond area. And the thing that is not very well known is that the grant money is very, very specific to our area. And to give an example, there are certain blocks in a neighborhood here in Richmond that are specially designated for grant money that no place else can get. And that pile of money is just for those blocks. Obviously, it's a very, very specialized area. Most loan officers don't know that information to the level of detail that I would like. I send my first-time buyers particularly to a loan officer that knows these programs inside and out and basically can navigate those programs for the borrower, and the borrower doesn't have to do it on their own. I have had borrowers that have kind of gone on their own, found out the information and navigated the process, and it was really not a good experience for them. They had to deal with another agency with terminology they didn't know and understand, and then go through the paperwork process. Much easier to just hand that off to a mortgage professional that will do that as part of their normal process because they know and understand the programs and are willing to do so. So it's one of those kind of added benefits that you get only if you work with the right professional in the business. So I'm a big proponent of not only working with someone local, but also working with someone that has the knowledge base to help you with that grant money. Okay, this is the other telltale sign. We've got that insulation that I mentioned earlier all throughout this bedroom. The stairs going up to the upstairs, the attic leads me to believe that our inside unit was up there and they simply stripped that copper from that attic space. Okay, so we have quite a bit of work here. If you're interested in a rehab property, this may be one to consider. We do have one other issue. Someone that has taken a look at this property before told me that was kind of a downside for them is we do have an industrial complex that is directly across the street. For some people, that's a big deal. For others, it's not a big deal. If you have questions about this or any other property on the market, I can be reached at 804-402-7788 on YouTube under my name, Max Williams Realtor, on Facebook, Richmond Area Foreclosures. Thanks so much for taking the tour. Have a great day.